When the price of oil spikes like it did this morning, it allows all sorts of stocks to rally that you don't think about. And I'm not just talking about producers and drillers. The umbrella of higher oil prices is much bigger than that. Take Clean Harbors, CLH for you home gamers. Longtime viewers might remember that Clean Harbors is the leading play in end-to-end hazardous waste management. They clean up after all sorts of disasters, everything from oil spills to, say, hurricanes. They also help energy producers and industrial companies with environmental cleaning. Now, Clean Harbors gets a ton of business from oil and gas companies, two very messy industries, by the way, as are chemicals. Big industry for them. So when oil prices collapsed in 2014 and 2015, this stock did fall out of favor with the Wall Street fashion show. Lately, though, the energy industry has been making a comeback, and so has Clean Harbors. Companies reported two very strong quarters in a row, and the stock's now up 27% year to date. Could it have more room to run? Let's check in with an old friend of the show, Alan McKim. He's the chairman and CEO of Clean Harbors. Get a better sense of how his company's doing and where it's headed. Mr. McKim, welcome back to Mad Money.
Oh, great to be here with you, Jim. Thank you.
You know, Alan, I've been thinking. And I was looking at your deck, which is really very enlightening. You have become the ultimate sustainability company for our environment these days.
Well, we really have been focused on recycling, and we really have built out a wonderful platform, particularly with our safety claim platform. We're now able to go out and collect over 250 million gallons of hazardous waste oil, and refine that, recycle it, and make it back into a great product that we can sell back to our customers and really use it over and over again. And that's just one example of, I think, our sustainability.
Was it a total of 3.1 billion gallons refined that goes right back in, say, for motor oil that would have been perhaps end up in the ground?
Well, it's not that much. The market is about 1.2 billion gallons, and we handle about 250 million gallons of that product. So we've got, strong market share, about 700 trucks out there servicing about 300,000 customers.
Right. Now, you also have built been many years, an incinerator, of which I know at one time we thought incinerators were not the most environmentally, let's say, friendly way to dispose waste. It looks like the EPA has decided incinerators are the way to go, and you've got the first new one in 20 years?
We have. Now, we try to recycle and reuse as much as we can, but we know that there is a lot of waste material that just has no beneficial reuse. And we operate about 7 incinerators now, but the latest one that we built in El Dorado, Arkansas, $120 million investment, meets the new MAC 2 standards, and really focused on the chemical industry, because those are the industries that really rely on us to provide a safe disposal for very difficult materials that they're now generating.
All right, Alan, I just came back from the Gulf, actually right off a bunch of oil rigs in Grand Isle, and I could see that if a hurricane came in, it was very strong, you could have a lot of destruction down there. Does Clean Harbors stand by right now before a hurricane and say we are ready? Are you down there?
Oh, certainly. We have 450 locations in North America, close to 15,000 workforce. We handled the BP spill in a very large way, as an example. But we handled about 7,000 emergencies a year. And if we were needed, certainly we would mobilize our workforce to handle any kind of event, as we have in the past events like Hurricane Katrina and Rita.
All right, now, you mentioned the chemical industry. I kind of drill down on that. One of the theses of Mad Money is that we are in an industrial renaissance, and it's really focused on natural gas and refining and chemicals. This is a great business for Clean Harbors, correct?
It's a great business. We're seeing a lot of new opportunities. The economy is really strong. We're seeing new chemical plants being built in the Gulf, and our incineration utilization is running very strong. The volumes of hazardous waste being collected and handled by us are at record amounts right now. So we're really excited about the economy right now.
Now, in the last quarter, actually the last 2 quarters, you've been guiding up. A lot of people are now impressed that Clean Harbors has become the old secular grower that we used to expect. Kind of got sidetracked a little bit, but it seems like with that last acquisition of Viola, what you've done is been able to put together a string of quarters that indicates that you are not that, even though the growth of the economy is good for you, that you really are back on the secular growth path that we always remember Clean Harbors as being on.
Yeah, we're having a pretty good run here, but quite frankly, we bought Safety Clean back in 2012, probably at the top of the market, and as you mentioned earlier, the crash of the crude oil market really had a devastating impact on our business when it went below $40 a barrel. So we've really worked our way back. We've got our cost structure aligned, and Safety Clean is really doing a tremendous business right now, and we're really excited about its prospects. So even though that acquisition took a little while to get going, it really is paying off for us. And our oil and gas business is stronger now. We've moved a lot of our assets out of Canada. We're down in the Permian. We met back in North Dakota there several years ago, as you remember, and we see some life coming back there as well. So we're excited about what's happening with oil right now.
Well, congratulations on the sustainability. This is a stock that I know millennials who watch should be thinking, maybe I should be with Clean Harbors because the numbers are really terrific. That's Alan McKim. He's chairman and CEO of Clean Harbors, a great long-term growth story again. Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.